How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for more of the Pokemon Sword and Shield walkthrough. And yeah, we're gonna be checking out the wild area once again. So I have 3 badges now. That means I can catch a lot of Pokemon. I can catch Pokemon up to level 35. Oh yeah, look at that pose. That is nice. Okay. So that's really helpful because there were a lot of Pokemon earlier in the wild area that I couldn't catch, mostly over there, but there's still a lot more that now I'm able to. So I've already explored the wild area. This is not my first time through here, but there might be some more stuff that, well, there will be some more stuff I want to talk about because, as I said, it's a very big area. Let's see if the Xatu will fly down to fight me. Come on, you can do it. Don't chicken out. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Get down here. Hey, look at me. Yeah, the flying Pokemon like this, they have to like notice you and what is your problem? You're like a kite right now. Come down to the ground. Chase me. Chase me. I want a Xatu. No. Okay, well, all right, I guess we're not going to bother with Xatu there. Yeah, so I guess a few things I should mention. I don't know if it has changed yet, but something that happens after you, I don't know if it's when you arrive in Motostoke or after you've earned your 3rd badge, but it's somewhere around that time. Then you'll start to unlock new weather conditions. You'll get both the blizzard condition and the sandstorm condition. Prior to that, these conditions will not appear in the wild area. I think you have to visit Hammerlock first, but I know it's somewhere around there. So yeah, you'll definitely want to check back for that because you might encounter other Pokemon. Another thing is, and I know I mentioned this before, there's still the thick fog that appears, but that's not until after you've beaten the game. So yeah, just if you're looking at the encounter tables over on my website, just keep in mind that you can't get anything there. All right, so let's see what's in this rare beam here. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm really curious. It's a Wimpod. Sure, why not? We'll fight this thing. It is going to just get absolutely destroyed. Yeah, so I guess while this is going on, I should talk about the rare dens, the purple beams, whatever you want to call them, and just about stuff in general. I don't remember how much I went into it during the first visit, but it'd be good to have a little refresher here. That thing looks so funny. So the Pokemon dens that you run into, they're oftentimes based on type. Like each individual den that you encounter usually has one specialty type that it focuses on. So if you keep going back to that same den, you'll find Pokemon of that type. Now there's your common Pokemon, and then there's the purple beams for the rare Pokemon. There are items you can get, the wishing pieces, and these can be used to instantly summon a beam at that den. You have to save your game before doing that. I'm not gonna go into any sort of exploits with that or anything, but I know that that's how they want you to do it. You have to save beforehand. Oh, also, one thing I should mention, earlier I said that Pokemon will never break out of the balls when you try to catch them. So certain event Pokemon that are like more common than usual, they may break out even if you're in single player. So it's a little tricky to understand which is which. I'm just gonna catch this thing in a Pokeball. It's a little tricky to understand which is which. For instance, currently, I believe Corviknight for Pokemon Shield. I know I've run into a few of those. I know Centiskorch on Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's also an event for Snorlax and Butterfree going on for both games. If you run into one of those in the wild, like if it's an event that's going on and you run into that, it's not a guarantee that you'll catch it. It's only for non-event ones that you'll actually get the guaranteed catch in single player. The rate is a lot worse though if you're playing on multiplayer. I'm not gonna go into all the statistics because it's definitely a lot to cover and all that. I know Cerebi has on his website a pretty good section about it that kind of outlines it. But what's important to remember about those numbers is the fact that for event spawns, it's different. Now, speaking of that, we want to go to Mystery Gift and then get the wild area news. So I'm personally playing this on December 20th, 2019. So there's an event going on for just this week of Christmas, actually, that increases the rate that Delibird spawns. And that's actually kind of helpful because Delibird gives you a lot of candy and good items when you defeat it in its den. So, hey, there we go. There's a Delibird right now. Perfect. Makes me wonder what that would have been, right? So this is actually pretty good. So I guess Delibird would be one of those encounters. I don't know if it counts for that that 100% rate or not the 100% rate, but I know that's kind of what it's about when Pokemon can break out of the balls. So for instance, this also applies to non-Gigantamax Pokemon because those event ones, they, as we've now seen, Gigantamax Centiskorch. Yeah, there are Gigantamax versions of Pokemon and they are crazy. So, you know, if you are trying to catch those, they're strong. And for any that are like truly rare ones, they're always at specific dens. Like on the whole wild area, they can't just appear in any den. They'll appear in very specific ones. So again, I would recommend just trying to find a website that's not something I'm going to be covering in this video because there are a lot of dens to go through. It's something probably after I've beaten the game, I'll go through and make like a video showing where to get specific Gigantamaxes. I'm sure that there are already videos out there if you're a video type of person, but yeah, it's something I'll have on my site at some point. Otherwise, you can check out Cerebi, who also has very good coverage on that. But keep that in mind if you're looking for a specific Gigantamax Pokemon. And for anything that isn't an event, like I just mentioned, like Butterfree or whatever, if you're on solo, it is a guaranteed catch, as long as it's not an event. But also if you run into something like Snorlax or normal Butter... Yeah, okay, see, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, you can see that it broke out. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? How dare it? It lied to me. That's because it's an event. It's something that it defies the standard rules. Otherwise, you'll always run into it. I just figured I'd clarify that, and also, it's just good to know. But look at all the candies this thing gives. And on top of that, it gives the Destiny Knot, which is a great item for breeding. Very good for that if you want to get into breeding Pokemon. Not really necessary right now, don't worry about that, but understand that it is a very powerful item for Pokemon breeders, and normally it would cost 10 BP, which you can only get in the Battle Tower. Spoilers, there's a Battle Tower. It's a Pokemon game, but yeah, so that's kind of nice. All right, so yeah, hopefully that kind of clears up the whole catch rate thing. I know it's not perfect. I probably should have caught that Metapod realistically, but that was definitely something that I wanted to talk about and to clarify a little bit. So I don't remember if this is something that I've talked about, but for resetting the dens, Butterfree, get down here, come on. See ya? How was I supposed to get you? So for clearing out the dens, if you're able to clear out all of the dens that have the red beams or the purple beams or anything like that, if you're able to do that, then they will all reset. And that's really good if you want to farm Watts, or if you want to farm Pokemon in the dens. So if, you know, you're trying to get a whole bunch of stuff, don't just wait. Although they do kind of cycle a little bit each day, like things will change, you won't have just a massive influx of spawns. It doesn't quite work that way. You actually have to clear them out generally speaking. Again, I think they do kind of randomize. It's a little weird. I don't quite know exactly how it is, but I know that if you're just sitting around waiting each day for it to cycle, you're gonna have a lot less success as opposed to just going through and clearing all of the dens that are available for you. You'll also get a lot of watts this way, and it does reset even the inactive ones. So at this point in the game, you can get 50 watts for each inactive den that you just check. You don't even have to fight anything in it. You just get the 50 watts just for that. So going through and farming those is really nice, especially because every single one of those is enough to buy you a quick ball, which is pretty cool. Sure, we'll catch a Minccino. And that's why I'm going through and just catching whatever. You don't have to catch everything you run into in a den. You really don't, but they're oftentimes at a pretty good level, and it just kind of makes sense. It'll help complete your Pokédex as you catch them. You're guaranteed to catch them, which is nice, as long as it's not an event Pokemon or as long as it's not in multiplayer, where the odds are actually quite abysmal, especially if you're not hosting the battle. They're like really low. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, Minccino, I caught you. I think I already had you. Well, I know I already had you, but I still wanted your watts. There are a few more beams here. Let me go ahead and check them out, because I really want to see if we can find some beams over in the stronger area. Ooh, you know what? Let's see if this Ninjask... Hey, look at that! So this thing would have been too strong to catch before. You know, one of those very strong Pokemon? Or... no, actually, I guess it wouldn't have been. It's only level 15. I could have gotten that thing from the get-go. What? Oh, that's cool. Well, you know what? I just tend to avoid everything like that because I'm so afraid that it's at a high level. I guess sometimes you can run into things that are at a catchable level. Like, even in your first visit, you could have totally gotten this Ninjask. That's actually really cool. Of course, you don't get the ability to have a Shedinja that way, but oh well, that's okay. Nice. Huh. Well, yeah, anyway, I mean, there are some Pokemon that are at a higher level that now I can catch that I couldn't previously. Is this a Machoke? Ooh. That's actually kind of interesting. Let's use my Orbeetle here. Try this thing out. I should probably also show you how to get to Motostoke, Hammerlock. Not that it's really a big deal. You just cross the bridge to the east of Motostoke, and then just go north from there. So it's pretty easy to get to. But I figured we'd do some things in the wild area. I think it's one of the best parts of the game, if you ask me. Like, you'll spend a lot of time here. The max raid battles are always fun. I know I've done a few off camera just to get some things here and there, but look at this thing. Whoa, that is a cry. That is a cry, oh man. Now, as you progress in the game, the higher star Pokemon for like the max raid battles, they will be more challenging. They'll set up shields, which you have to do a certain amount of damage in order to break these shields. Or not really to break them, like pretty much any attack will break them. But you have to break the shields before you can do any meaningful amount of damage. You don't see those on the 1 or 2 stars, but you'll start to see those on the 3 stars, and they get really tough when you get up to the final 5 stars. Okay, let's use Max Mindstorm. Yeah, thankfully it's not a problem with these weaker ones. That's okay. Alright, let's catch this thing. Yeah, we're probably just going to be doing a lot of this and exploring the wild area and talking about a few things in the wild area as well for this episode. Because, you know, if you haven't been going through here, it's a great time to go through and get some more stuff. Am I going to be catching everything in the wild area? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is just a huge undertaking, and especially because the weather influences what you can encounter in every single area. That's very hard to do. Very hard to actually catch everything in here. It'd be an interesting challenge, though. All right, so just like that, I got a nice, strong Machoke, which is great. I could trade it to evolve it. It's level 25, which is kind of nice. It's got good moves. It's a solid fighting-type Pokemon. Even if you don't evolve it, there's an item you can give it, the Eviolite, or Eviolite, however you pronounce it. And, ooh, what about this Vespiquen? Can I get this thing now? I'm so curious. Level 26. Yeah, this thing probably would have been a bully earlier on in the game, but now I can totally catch it, and I can use it if I want. I don't think I want to use it, but I wouldn't mind catching it. It's also pretty nice because otherwise you have to evolve female Combee, and they're rather rare. They're only a 1 in 8, approximately a 1 in 8 chance of being female. So yeah, only the female Pokemon, or only the female Combee evolve. So it's kind of notoriously a pain getting these things, but yeah, you can just get it like that. Level 26 now. It's fairly defensive, although I don't think it has Heal Order anymore. I think they got rid of that. They got rid of one of its moves. But yeah, let's see. What's in this bean? Nincada. You know what? Sure, I'll fight this thing. I already have an Nincada though, so it's not really a big deal. Let's just take a look at it. Big Bug! That'll work out great too if I want to get a Shedinja. This is a really bad team. Oh man. Alright, let's take care of this thing. Now, one tip I should mention, if you really want to farm the max raids, you can save a lot of time by turning off the battle animations by going to your options menu. If you do that, the attacks go a lot faster. It really speeds up the process. I personally won't be doing that. I like to keep the animations on for any of my videos, but I did try that out. And man, does it just speed things up a lot, especially after you start getting to the point where they put up shields and you have to break those shields and all that stuff. Like, that's a pain. That's definitely a pain. All right, let's go ahead and catch this thing. Can always just level it up really fast and then get both a Shedinja and Ninjask. As long as I have empty space in my party. I know I already talked about this. This is something that's not news. We spoke about that, where was that? It was not that long ago. It was when we were, encountering this thing in the wild. Oh, there are so many evolutions in that area that I had to talk about. It's like, wow, that was really wild. What was that, Route 5? Yeah, look at all this stuff. I mean, you get so many good rewards for fighting the Pokemon that it's just so worth it. It's so worth it. Wow, level 29, jeez. That is strong. I could add that to my party right away. I don't know about that, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, there's something else I want to show, but I need to track down one of the people that has it. All right, let me grab this here. Doing pretty good for Watts, although again, I'm just gonna say it. You get so much more in the way of Watts after you've beaten the game. Like, it's just ridiculous how much you get. So, if you think you have a lot right now, you get just an insane amount after you've beaten the game. So don't worry too much about grinding them, I guess. So, level 32. Well, guess what? I can catch this thing now. Yeah, I can catch up to level 35. What now, Pangoro? Feels so good to be able to go through and fight these high-level Pokemon and just catch them, or fail to catch them. Yikes! You know what? I'll leave you be. It's It's all good. It's all good. I don't know if I mentioned it or not in the past, but if you fight in a max raid battle, then it does reset your health and all that stuff to full. So like, even though my Barraskewda, even though it's kind of weak right now, not really a problem. It will heal up for the next battle. Hi, Pangoro. Want to get some berries with me? So something I didn't realize is the shaking of the tree. This actually influences whether or not you will have a surprise visitor try to stop you. So let's shake the tree. So as you see, we got a person berry, but notice how the tree is shaking, you know, a little bit, but not too much. So we can definitely shake it one more time, and it's fine. In fact, even like this, see how it's still roughly the same pattern? If we shake it again, we'll be totally fine. In fact, this is actually pretty generous because, once again, it's not shaking that rapidly. So we can definitely do this again. But now, see how it's like, it's shaking rapidly? I don't think it's a guarantee that we'll get a Pokemon attacking, but I'm pretty sure, well, I know that that's when you'll start to get attacked. So once you get to that point, it's up to you if you want to chance it or not. I'm not going to, but yeah, you should be entirely safe from getting attacked by Pokemon if you kind of follow that guideline, if you just wait. All right, let's see. I want to see what's in this den here. Whoops. Oddish. You know, I shouldn't have run. I realized I didn't have Oddish. Whoops. All right, what is in this den? It is a Nuzleaf. Okay. Yeah, let's fight that thing. That'd be pretty good to pick up. Well, I have my Raboot here. Let's go ahead and use that. Yeah, actually, Nuzleaf, it could be pretty good if you give it the Leaf Stone. Turn it into Shiftry right away. I believe it gets Leaf Blade. Probably among other moves, too. I don't know if Ludicolo, because you get Nuzleaf in Pokemon Sword. Otherwise, you're going to have Lombre. Alright, I want a Big Bunny. Big Bunny time! Oh yeah! Alright, time to take this thing down. Oh, thanks, Weavile. Really appreciate that. Max Flare! Yeah! Uh-oh. Oh, one other thing I should mention. Your ally Pokemon in these battles, they actually scale based on your level. So whichever Pokemon you have out, the ally Pokemon that you have, they'll still be the same species, they'll still have the same moves, but their level changes based on your level. So what you want to do later on in the game, you want to, ooh, you know what would you look good in? Let's catch you in a Nest Ball. You want to have it so you have a level 100 Pokemon that can fight in max raids, like, as soon as you beat the game. Like, that should be your goal. I'm definitely getting ahead of myself here. We're nowhere near that just yet. But just for overall strategy, by doing that, there are several Pokemon, which I will talk about when we get there, that are really good for it, that just make your time so much easier. But you want to prioritize getting one of those. Oh yeah, look at all this stuff. You get so many good items, even early game too. It's great. Which reminds me, I probably should be using... Oops, I wanted to check your stats. Darn. I probably should be using a few of my items. My TRs. I know that I need to give some better moves to my Barraskewda. Let's see about this thing. Can I finally catch you? I can! Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, this thing is really good. Really good. Beware is insane if it has Fluffy for its ability. Like, it takes so many hits. It just doesn't even care. It's just so good physically, which is great. That's wonderful. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab as many of these as I can. There's actually someone over here, I believe, that I want to see. Oh, there's a shift tree. Hey! Well, you know what? This might actually save me a leaf stone, right? Yeah, I can catch this thing now. It looks so sad in the rain. Wow, level 34. Goodness. But yeah, I mean, you're totally free to catch anything up to level 35 now. So, as I said at the beginning, there's so many more options that open up for you. Well, this is a bit of a pickle. Alright, well, I guess I'll try to weaken this thing with my Orbeetle. Oh, shoot, I just remembered it's part Dark type. That actually did pretty good damage. Especially because I don't really think of you doing much damage. Oh, that's right, I forgot it's actually very weak to Bug. That explains it. Alright, we'll use this Great Ball here. Come on. Stay in the ball. No! Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. Oh, this thing took so many of my Pokeballs. I used all of my Great Balls on it. I used all of my Dusk Balls on it. Ugh. I really should have just gotten that Leaf Stone. Like, seriously. Alright, yeah, this thing is a beast. Oh, it doesn't even have good attack. That's a shame. Felt like it was doing so much more. Man, now I need to get some more Pokeballs. It also knocked out a lot of my Pokemon. I feel like I should probably go over to a, like a Pokemon Center really fast. But I'm kind of already over here. I just want to see what is in this beam. Oh yeah, now I can catch some of these ghost types. Oh, is that Ralts? That could be fun. Yeah, let's go ahead and catch this thing really fast. I guess we'll use... we'll use you. Oh yeah, Ralts doesn't stand a chance against my Dynamax Roserade. Get out of here. Sure, I'll catch you. At least I don't have to worry about you breaking out. Thank goodness for that. I really need to go buy like some timer balls or something. I don't remember if I can get them just yet. I think so. I think you can get most of the special types of Pokeballs. Not like the Apricorn Pokeballs, but like, I don't know, Dusk Balls, Timer Balls, Quick Balls, things like that. Luxury Balls, you can get those in the wild area. Which is pretty nice. Okay, Zen Headbutt. Ooh. Alright, so I got Ralts. I guess I didn't have Ralts before. Well, that's nice. Yeah, you can go to a box. I don't really plan on using you, but I have you now, which is good. Oh yeah, see how it kind of like respawned there? Well, that means I've cleared all of the dens, which is nice. So now I can go to other areas or back and fight more dens again, which is great. Like, that's how you can keep the cycle going, by just fighting in the dens over and over again, as long as you're able to, which is pretty good. And you can get a lot of watts that way. Ooh, a Delibird. Yeah, let's fight that thing. All right, here we go. Let's take out this Delibird. Ah! One shot. Oh man, enjoy that while I can. Yeah, after a certain point, after the 3 stars, like, there are certain damage gates that you'll just run into where You could theoretically one-hit KO something, but it will stop you from doing it. You have to actually get to a certain point, it'll put up the shields, and yeah. But for 1 and 2 star raids, you can totally one-hit KO them. Oh well, Delibird isn't really that good. What's good about it is the rewards you get. Look at all this stuff. Ice Beam. Yeah, you get a lot of good rewards. Ooh, Dusclops. That would also be a pretty nice addition. Yeah, there's just so many options that are available to you after you get the 3rd badge. Oh boy. All right, so this is a Gigantamax, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun. All right, you know what? I'm gonna use my Roserade here. This is Gigantamax Sandaconda, I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually fought one of these because I've mostly been playing Pokemon Shield in my own time, but yeah, look at that! Whoa, that's the evolution of that Silicobra, and this is its Gigantamax form, so yeah. Now, this is an event. It's going on at least at the time of recording this, so there's no guarantee it will be that common in the future, but it is, it's something. Now, it's an event only in, actually, I think it might even be exclusive to Pokemon Sword. Don't quote me on that. I think it is, though, but I know that the event is. So yeah, normally you'd have to find it in a purple beam, and if you're watching this far into the future, then you'll probably have to resort to a purple beam for it, as I believe this is only available for a little bit in as a common raids. But yeah, that also means this is not guaranteed to be caught, so I do want to give a little bit of thought to it. Now this is a 3-star raid, so it's going to be a lot more challenging than the raids I've taken on so far. Max Flare, that's not good. Uh-oh! Wow! That's not good! Although I guess it helps out here. Powers it up a little bit. Okay, well, let's go with some more max overgrowth. Ice Shard, thank you. Alright, so here we go. Sandaconda's getting desperate. So at this point, it sets up the shields. Now, pretty much any damaging move will break one of those shields, but it won't do much more damage than that. If you use a max move like that, it will actually break 2 of the shields, regardless of if it's super effective or not. So yeah, using Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon is a great way to get rid of those shields quickly. Okay, and after they've been broken, it loses some of its health, and both its defense and special defense sharply fall. Oh my gosh, this thing is doing a lot of damage. Now again, a reminder, if 4 of your Pokemon faint, 4 of any of the team, like combined, if they faint, it is game over for that battle. You can retry it, but you do lose the fight, and you don't lose any money or anything, so don't worry about that, but you can try to catch the Pokemon again. You'll only really miss out on catching the Pokemon if it breaks out of the Pokeball, which only really happens if you're in multiplayer, or if you are fighting an event Pokemon. Like this. I definitely want to catch this in something, but I don't really have any good types of Pokeballs, so this is kind of bad. Alright, what do I have? What could I use? Darn it, I knew that it'd come back to bite me. Wasting all of my Pokeballs on that thing. Well, we're just gonna hope I get lucky with a Premier Ball. I'm gonna be really sad because I really would like this thing, but I don't have anything that's stronger. All right, come on. No! Oh, man. Stupid shift tree. I mean, at least I still get my items, but I really wanted that Gigantamax, because then I could use that in any battles that I can Dynamax in. Ah, it's really frustrating. Really frustrating. Ah! Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go back and heal, but there's also something else I want to show you. Because, of course, as you can see, it's so much easier navigating the wild area with the bike, right? But there was something that I said I would show you, and that's the Rotom Rally. So we're gonna go back up here. I'm gonna heal up really fast. If ever you need healing, you can always just fly back to the meetup spot here. Talk to her, it's really fast. But yeah, talk to this guy. Actually, hey, do you have, I really need some of these. I really do. There we go. Okay, so, talk to him, and, well, there's a few options here. So let's start with the Rotom Rally. So, he gives you a few different places you can go, and the time limit you have to reach there. So let's go to the Dappled Grove. I was right over there. So this is kind of a mini game. It's a race, and the point of it is you need to hit these balloons. You gotta hit all of the balloons, and they give you a boost. You can hit the red ones, and that will also increase the time that you have. Now, you don't get to press the B button to power up your bike. Instead, you have to hit those balloons with the arrows on it, and that gives you the boost. Or actually, no, I guess you can use the boost on your bike. I just did. But they give you a boost no matter what. Now, if you hit a Pokemon, you don't get into a battle, but it does slow you down a little bit, so you don't want to hit any Pokemon. All right, there we go. So after you've completed a Rotom Rally, you'll get TM14, Thunder Wave, which is really nice. That's not the only TM you can get, and you do get a little bit of watts for completing it, which is nice. You don't get a ton, it's not really that great, but it is still a way to get some if you're just not able to get through a den. I'm going to improve my bike. So the first upgrade you get, it reduces the time. Well, actually, all the upgrades have roughly the same effect. They just cost different amounts. So the first one, it will make it so it recharges faster. Like your turbo button, it recharges faster. And then you can pay another 3,000 to improve it once again. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to buy... Oops, this isn't what I wanted to buy. I'm going to buy the final upgrade. So it's 1,000, then 3,000, then 5,000. But that gives you the max recharge time. Like, it will speed up the recovery of your turbo mode by a lot. Oh, look at the beam over there. Oh, man. All right, so let's see. You can also go with a makeover. So that will change the color of your bike outfit. So we're going to go with the water type color. And now, in the future, when I'm riding around on my bike, I will have a lovely blue color here, which is kind of neat. All right. So... No, I don't want to do this. I was actually wondering if I could change the color of my bike, but no, I don't think so. All right, so let's do another Rotom Rally. Actually, no, let's not. You know what? I've been around this area for too long. We need to actually make a little bit of progress. As you can see, the wild area, it gets very addictive. Oh, by the way, these fancy apples, they do respawn rather often, and you can sell them for some decent money. I didn't realize they sold for so much, but they do, which is great. Oh, I have like no watts now. All right, so I want to go over to... I saw there's a beam over there. I guess it'd probably make more sense flying there. Let's do that. Yeah, sometimes it's just way faster flying rather than riding, but it still can take a while. Yeah, now watch how fast this thing recharges now. See, it's already back. I love it. It's so nice. Let's get a little bit better field of view here. Yeah, it makes cruising through the wild area just so much nicer. I don't think I can catch that Steelix over there, but I do think there are some Pokemon I can get. Alright, I want to see what's in that max raid battle there. Yeah, there's like so much stuff I could try to fight right now that now I might actually have a chance to catch, like previously. Nope. Alright, what do you have? Net balls. Not really what I want. Yeah, I think that Steelix is like level 50 or something. But I think some of the Pokemon around here might be catchable now. This thing, there's no way I can catch you, right? I have a Pokédoll. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be too high of a level. Yeah, it's very strong. It'd be cool if you could get it early, though. Because this thing evolves so late. But yeah, it's level 52. Oops. Well, I actually managed to run from it. Nice. Alright, let me go get this. What do we have in here? Munchlax. That's kind of neat. Sure, let's go ahead and fight it. I think I will use my Surfetched. Oh, yeah. I want to see her get big! Let's go! Giant Surfetched! Yeah! It broke out. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that even the pre-evolutions could break out. Huh, I thought it had to be Snorlax or Gigantamax Snorlax. That's pretty wild. Oh well, now I know. Alright, so this is the bridge right over here. So see, there's the entrance to Motostoke. Well, the bridge going to the northern part, it is right over here. And by crossing this bridge, you're gonna find a lot stronger Pokemon. You can check this area out prior to getting your badges. It's just you can't really catch any of the Pokemon around here. I have already checked it out, but I wasn't able to catch anything. There's so much stuff here, though, that, you know what, now I can catch that previously I couldn't. So that's really cool. Like, definitely go through and see what kind of stuff in the wild. You're probably not going to be able to catch any of the Pokemon out in the wild, like the big, strong ones. What is that? Looks like a Palpitoad, maybe? Sure, let's fight that with my Roserade. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting. Yay, got it. Alright, yeah, so I got that Palpitoad. It was rare, but I don't think that really matters. Power Gem and Earth Power, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's take a look at your stats and stuff at least. Level 30, that's nice. Could put that on the team right away, even. Actually, I don't think that thing takes that long to evolve. Huh, that could be an interesting choice. Alright, so I'm over by the daycare, the nursery here, and I'm talking to the dude. But now see how I can go to the Dappled Grove, but it's 130 seconds? That's quite a long distance. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is a lot farther to go, and it's gonna require a lot more maneuvering. Okay, so let's do my best here and get all these boosts that I can get. Okay. Yeah, so you can press B to power up. You just can't do it like right away because you have to charge it up first. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a little scary. I don't want to hit any Pokemon around here. Oh no. Yeah, that's what happens if you hit anything. And that was a nearly impossible way of doing it. This is so bad. Ah! Okay, yeah, this is not my finest work here, but it's all good. It's fairly forgiving at least. And now we're through the worst of it. Okay, so is this really a good way to earn watts? No, not really. But it is kind of fun if you're looking for a pastime. Okay. Yeah, we're almost there. It's definitely a lot farther than the others. It's also a good way to familiarize yourself with, you know, the shortest way to get to where you need to go. All right, and I think we're almost there. Almost. I believe it's this one right here. Hey, I did it! Nice! And with that, I have a score of 26,360, which is good. And also, if you get over 20,000 points from the Rotom Rally, you'll get TM80 Volt Switch. It's a fairly strong Electric-type special-based move, and it will it'll send your Pokemon back to the bench, so to speak, and cause you to immediately send out a new one. So that's kind of helpful in certain situations, but other times it can kind of mess you up. It's still decent, like if you have an Electric-type Pokemon. It can also be a good way on, or a good way to use faster Electric-type Pokemon, because you can use that and then switch to something else before the opponent can attack you. So you get a much better, much more advantageous matchup. All right, so I'm still looking around here. It's, there's definitely a lot going on, but I want to see what's in these dens. Ooh, a Roselia. Well, I mean, I already have a Roserade, so I don't really need it, but I would like to fight it, because it might have some good moves. Alright, so I guess I'm over by, Hammerlock right here. We did take a trip up here earlier, but I couldn't really go to Hammerlock. But yeah, now that I have my gym badges, I can totally go here. Ah, a gym challenger. Allow me to check your gym badges. The grass badge, the water badge, and the fire badge. It's confirmed that you've defeated 3 gym leaders, including the leader of Motostoke. I wish you the best of luck in your future battles. Oh, it's you. I doubt Hop will be coming. It's only natural. After such a humiliating defeat, there's no way he could look the champion in the eye. I'm sure he'll withdraw from the challenge. Here, just look at the gym badges I've already won. Thank you, Challenger Bede. I can confirm you have the required badges. Anyway, I have a meeting with the chairman, so I must excuse myself. Ooh, that didn't sound too good for our buddy Hop, huh? Well, we're not gonna check that out just yet. Hey, pal, do you have... I don't really see a lot of good stuff, at least for Pokeballs. But that's fine. So yeah, there's still one more beam down here. Oh my gosh, look at all the Pokemon. It's so exciting. Like, I wish I could just encounter every single one of them, but that would take an absolute eternity. Wow, there's a lot of Sudowoodo around here. And Wobbuffet, too. Make sure you have Pokédolls, by the way. And just like that, I have reset the dens once again, giving me another chance to farm these. Now, I guess one other thing I should mention, another way you can kind of reset the dens. I don't know much about this, but if, let's say, you're stuck with one that you just can't quite beat, I've noticed that sometimes if you're fighting on multiplayer raids, if you do it online or local or whatever, sometimes by clearing those raids, it will actually clear out other ones in your world. Wow, this is sad. This is so sad. So that can also be a good way to get rid of raids that you just don't really want to fight. If, you know, you have some buddies that are like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we'll fight. We'll do that. Cherubi! Oh my gosh. Why did this have to be my rare raid? Hey, I finally caught Delibird! Oh man, it was a 3-star one too, so let's take a look at all the stuff I get. Oh my gosh, 4 EXP candies L, that is insane. 14M. Oh my goodness, that is so much stuff. I have to show you. That's 40,000 experience plus whatever you get from the experience candies M. That is like absolutely crazy. I hope they do this event quite often because it's a great way to get a lot of experience. Also, this Delibird has some moves, unlike just present, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, actually, let's take a look at how much in the way of candies I have. Yeah, look at that. I have 5 experience candies L. That gave me 4 of them just from that one fight. I could level up my Pokemon so much just by these candies, but I don't know. I think that's a little ridiculous. But if you feel like just destroying the game, you can totally just grind in the wild area, especially at this part of the game. Almost hit that Machoke, yikes. Because there's nothing that's really that tough in the big picture. It just takes a little bit of time going through all the dens and clearing them out and going back to them. Whereas like later on in the game, you can get a lot of stuff. Ooh, a Dreadnought. You can get a lot of stuff, but it's not exactly super fast and reliable. Sometimes you can find certain encounters or max raids that are just way too tough to take down reliably without friends. Whoa, this is pretty wild. So I ran into a Scrafty. 3-star Scrafty. Ooh, this could actually be pretty tough. I don't know what I could do. I guess I'll have to use my Surfetched here. Ooh, hopefully I can catch this thing. That'd be awesome to use. Yeah, I've just been fighting things left and right. It gets really addictive. Just going through, fighting in the max raid den, seeing what kind of stuff you can get. But yeah, at this point in the game, the 3-star raids are very worthwhile. And this Scrafty is definitely among those, especially because it doesn't evolve until, shoot, like upper 30s? I want to say level 39, I think? Going from memory here. So getting one now would be wonderful. Alright, well, let's go with the Max Knuckle, see if I can take this thing out. I have a pretty good lineup of Pokemon on my side, at least, so that's good. But we're gonna have to break its shields. Yeah! Oh man, that did a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, this could be pretty tricky. Especially because this is the strongest Pokemon I have. I mean, the strongest Pokemon, like, helping out with the fight. Everything else will be much weaker by comparison. Well, at least it only has 2 shields. That's nice. 1 max attack and it's gone. Well, at least the shields are. I still have to actually do enough damage to take it out. Oh, nice. There we go. Come on, let's do it. Oh, so close. There we go. Ooh, it'd be cool to use a Scrafty. I don't know if I actually want to use it, but I definitely want to catch it. I did pick up a few more Pokeballs, by the way. I don't really have any good fancy balls for it. Shoot, I used them all. Sure, you know what? I'll just catch you in a Pokeball, why not? Oh, that's exciting. That is exciting. That's a pretty cool Pokemon. Aw, yeah. All right, I got Scrafty. And get some good items here. Superpower. I don't really like Superpower all that much, but it's still pretty strong. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. It is level 35, so yeah, it is a little under-leveled, which is kind of neat. Moxie, ooh, that's cool. Yeah, Brick Break, Low Kick. This could be a pretty decent Pokemon to use, actually. A lot of defensive stats. I really like that. Huh. Kinda tempted. Well, we're gonna send you away for right now, but that's definitely a highlight of my captures here. I'm just gonna do one more round's worth. I'm almost done with this current cycle, actually, so let me finish that up. Alright, I've been at it for over 2 hours now, just hunting down Pokemon in the wild area, just fighting things. I didn't even show everything, but here's a look at, well, actually, I guess it's over here. Over here even. Yeah, here's a lot of the stuff that I picked up. Whole ton of stuff, I tell you. Yeah, it's really cool. I wish I would have gotten that Sandaconda, but oh well, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, as you can see, there's just a whole ton of Pokemon that you can get in the wild area. Those are just from the max raids. But there's so many more that are available to you to fight and explore and take on and challenge and all that stuff. So yeah, anyway, hopefully that shows a lot of the wild area, because now it's time to take on, not really take on, there's nothing really to fight here yet, but we're going to Hammerlock. Oh yeah. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications to get updated. Be sure to check out my website for more Pokemon Sword and Shield coverage, including a full mobile-friendly Pokédex, a powerful team builder, and a written walkthrough. See you next time!